So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K19. In today's video, we are going to be doing the new look Indiana Pacers rebuild. Did have quite an eventful offseason that I feel like not a lot of people were expecting. Additions did include Malcolm Brogdon, TJ Warren, Jeremy Lamb, TJ McConnell. So it was a really good offseason for them, honestly, in my opinion. They also did draft Goga, the GOAT, who will spend some time in the G League and then hopefully end up being our backup center. But this is a very good team. As soon as Victor Oladipo does come back from the injury, I honestly think this team is at minimum maybe a 4 or 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. I mean, this team is going to be very, very good. Excited to see how Excited to see how they can do. I'm really excited to see how Oladipo and Brogdon play together because that's a defensive nightmare, in my opinion. I mean, I think they're just going to be super solid all around. It's going to be interesting to see if Turner and Sabonis can develop, and then TJ Warren, a really solid 3-and-D guy. I mean, not the best defensive player in the world, but you know what I mean. He's a really good role player that definitely doesn't need the ball that much to have an effect. So it's interesting. They obviously lost Bogdanovic this offseason. That does kind of hurt. You also have a really good bench player here in Jeremy Lamb, who can be a really good shooter off the bench. Definitely contribute in some other ways. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go. I'm not going to make many moves here to start off the first year. Goga is going to spend some time in the G League, unfortunately, for those of you who do want to see him start. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to move Sabonis to the power forward spot where he's going to start. I think I'm going to – it sucks because I already looked. If you move Brogdon down to point guard, he's an 81. Oladipo's an 84. So I'm just going to leave them both the way they are. I think I'm going to probably play Brogdon at point guard because I think he actually played there a little bit when he was in Milwaukee. I'm not positive on that one, but I believe he did. Other than that, do I want to send like Alzy Johnson to the G League? I could. He's a free agent after this year. Could send Edmund Summer. Or I could just send TJ Leaf, honestly, and then sign somebody at a free agency, which might not be a bad idea. What do I want to do? Okay. All right, let's just look at free agents. I don't know how much money I'm going to theoretically have. Like, I could just go out and sign like a Jerebko or like a Fareed. Or Melo. No, I'm not signing Melo. There's no way I'm doing that. So let's sign Kenneth Faried. Do I have enough money? I do have enough money for Kenneth Faried. So Kenneth Faried's actually going to end up being our backup power forward off the bench. And then is TJ Leaf under contract still? Yes, he is. So that's going to be good. So Faried is basically just going to slide into that backup. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just going to leave Faried as the backup power or backup center. That's going to be the same result. So here's what I'm going to do. Brogdon is going to start at point guard. I might move him. I mean, he's making $21 million, 21.5 almost. So theoretically, I could. I'm definitely going to give him at least 1 year, though. Same goes with like TJ Warren. I mean, Sabonis and Turner. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to both play well, but you never know. So we're going to go 15 minutes. Actually, no, we'll go 18 here, 25 here. Faried's going to get about 15. Doug McDermott can get about 10. Aaron Holiday. Ooh, okay. Do I want to send Aaron Holiday to the G League, actually? You know what? I think I can send 3 guys and then just give the minutes to Brandon Jennings. I think that could be an option. So we're going to go 34 here, 35. Warren's going to play about 33. Oh, shit. Okay. Are we out of minutes? Oh, no, what? No. Jennings not getting minutes. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I was giving minutes to a 10th man. I've never done that before. 33 here. We'll go 34, 34. And then we'll go 36 and 35. Okay, I really like how that works. Is there any way we can send a 3rd guy to the G League in Aaron Holiday? I totally forgot we even had him. So yeah, we're going to send him to the G League as well. We got 3 guys down there. Should be a pretty interesting team. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So we in the first year going 44 and 38, maybe a little bit worse than I honestly thought and honestly wanted to be. But we did have a bunch of young guys in the G League, so I'm looking forward to next year. I definitely think we're obviously still going to compete in the playoffs right here. I would go over these awards, but they're literally the same thing every single time. So we end up as a 5 seed. Not too bad. I also have to remember that Kevin Durant is playing in this sim. That obviously does affect something. Orlando Magic. What the actual fuck? Okay. The Bucks are an 8 seed. How? I don't know. Any other surprising teams not make the playoffs? Not really. So player stats on the year led in scoring by Victor Oladipo. Then it was Brogdon, Warren. So I feel like, yeah, just a bunch of like, I mean, it's a really good team, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I can win a championship with this core. Like Brogdon or Warren definitely might have to be moved. Just going to see how it goes. Rebounds was Sabonis, assisted go to Malcolm Brogdon. So first round of the playoffs here, we are going to be taking on the Orlando Magic. Honestly, it's not an upset if we win. I feel like we really honestly should win. But I say that and we're down 2-0. So I don't know. I really believe that we should be winning this. We're up 3-2 and are we coming back to win it? And game 7 here, and we end up winning in 7. It's of course, I mean, not of course, but the Bucks ended up winning in the first round. That's a hell of a first round matchup. Giannis against Kevin Durant. We are up 2-1, 3-1 somehow against the Bucks. Okay, I don't understand how we have an easier time with the Milwaukee Bucks than with the Orlando Magic, but it is what it is. Eastern Finals. I'll take it. Lakers and Portland Trail Blazers over there in the West. We're up 2-1 on Philadelphia at the moment. They make it 2-2. They go up 3-2, and that's all she wrote for us. So it was a fun ride as a 5 seed. I mean, definitely can't complain. 76ers and Lakers here in the NBA Finals. 76ers going to win in 5, and Benjamin Simmons, Finals MVP. All right, off-season time. This is where the fun happens, all the magic. Staff signing. Nate McMillan has more than good enough ratings to keep him for a head coach. I mean, if I do a lot this offseason and he ends up not taking us to the finals next year, definitely could potentially look to move him, but not move him, but like, you know what I mean, hire somebody new. But I'm assuming he's just going to probably be here the whole time. So we get a whole new pretty much front office. We get a new assistant coach, and we get a new trainer, which is pretty much all I need. Let's head up to the draft at this point in time. We end up with the 18th overall pick. Okay, not bad. So, all right, Goga's an 80. That's going to be very nice. McDermott and Edmund Summer definitely could be in the trade. I wouldn't mind maybe trying to move up a little bit. We do have 2 picks in this year's draft, along with a couple players I could look to move, maybe including Jeremy Lamb, along with if I threw Edmund Sumner, whatever the hell it is. And how about if I also throw you Doug McDermott? Okay, this should be able to get me up decently high. Did that say? Oh my! I thought the 76ers had the first overall pick. I was literally about to be like, "Are you kidding me?" The Celtics actually have the first overall pick from the Kings. That's lovely. I feel like this will definitely go through. Pick 3. Works for me. Definitely didn't know if that one was going to work, but it did. All right, let's just glance at offers for Brogdon. Okay, so I can get offered like Levine and pick 4, but I mean, this is kind of a similar situation. I don't need a shooting guard. Kemba and Marcus Smart, Ja Morant, I'm probably not going to do. Julius Randle and pick 2 could be an option. Blake Levine. Okay. If anything, I'm probably going to do this trade. I just don't really know where Randle would fit. Randle would probably be moved again. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? All right, we're going to pull the trigger on this trade right here. I'm sorry. I'm not going to win a championship with Malcolm Brogdon. Normally, at best, he can come off the bench and be a 6th man and help me win, but I just don't think it's going to happen in today's video. So, Randall is a nice fit here, but I kind of do want to move him for a small forward because we already do have a power forward in Sabonis, who I'm more than happy with rolling with. So, do I get any offered any small forward? I could bring back Bojan Bogdanovic, but again, it's just kind of guys that aren't going to win me a championship, especially in this game. Like in real life, I mean, it could happen, but not here in the game. Does Randall go up if you move him to small forward? He actually does go up 1 overall. So theoretically, I could play him there. Just not a lot of good shooting, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So that's a little unfortunate. We're getting some different offers than what we got originally. Tobias Harris is here. I haven't gotten Tobias in a minute. You know, let's pick up Tobias Harris. We did just get rid of TJ McConnell, but we also have Aaron Holiday on the come up. So we also do have the 2nd overall pick right now. So let's see who's going to be sitting there. It's probably going to be Wiseman or Edwards. So Anthony Edwards does go 1st overall. Wiseman is sitting here. We do need a point guard, though. And if I were to take one, it would definitely be LaMelo Ball. Do I want LaMelo or Wiseman? I mean, the bigger fit is obviously point guard, or like the bigger need. You know what? I'll take LaMelo. It also makes the fans happy. You know, they all like to see me draft LaMelo Ball for whatever reason. But yeah, LaMelo Ball is going to be a 79 overall. Wiseman is the highest overall player in this draft, but it's okay. Because Ball should slide into the point guard position nicely unless we end up signing somebody in free agency, which I don't know if it'll happen or not. Sabonis definitely do want to bring back as well. So we do not really have any money in the slightest. So just going to re-sign Domantas Sabonis. That would be ideal. And I think we're going to pretty much call it an offseason for now. I'm definitely going to give this team pretty much one more chance. And then if it doesn't end up working out, I will look to move on. Sabonis is just going to end up with his qualifying, which is fine. I'm not going to move him anyways. So, all right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2 with the rotation. So year number 2, this is how the rotation is going to look. LaMelo Ball, Victor Oladipo, well, half our new backcourt, I guess. Victor Oladipo, obviously the heart and pride of Indiana at the moment. Tobias Harris, a new addition at the small forward position. Domantas Sabonis, Miles Turner still our front court. Bench is really solid, actually. TJ Warren, Aaron Holiday, Goga, and TJ Leaf. So should be pretty exciting. I mean, he's an 80, and he's a 79. So, I mean, it's just their morale is hurt right now. But they're going to play like 80s, so we're sitting pretty with this team. Much better hopes than last year. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So Nikola Jokic puts up insane numbers and does win MVP, but yeah, 44 and 38. Not really sure what it is. And for all of those people in the comments that are always like, oh, dude, you cheat. You always end up winning like 65 games in the first and second season. It's a prime example of no, I do not. LaMelo does get Rookie of the Year. It doesn't really look like he was the problem. I really can't figure out what it is. Boogie, 6th man, Giannis, Montrezl Harrell, Brad Stevens, Coach of the Year. So we're a 7 seed. How did this team get worse? Oh, I really thought this team was good. I'm just trying to figure out what the issue is. It's obviously not. Is it maybe one of our front court members? I mean, maybe it's Miles Turner, honestly. Could be on the move. I mean, I'm fine with like 12.5 and 10. I mean, I'd like a few more boards than that. I just don't really know what it is. Honestly, don't. But I guess we're going to see how it goes this offseason. Sabonis led us in rebounds and assist was LaMelo Ball. LaMelo also could be on the move, like maybe get a veteran in here like a Mike Conley or something like that. So first round we are taking on Brooklyn. Could be a potential upset. We're up 2-1 at the moment. 3-1. Okay. We making our run right now? And are we going to lose now and blow through and lead? Yes, we are. Awesome. That's just the way I like it. Maybe Nate McMillan has to be fired as well. That definitely could be another option. I don't want to fire Nate. I mean, he's not a bad head coach, but I mean, there's some serious talent on this team, and 44 wins, just I don't know if that's really going to cut it, if we're being honest. So definitely going to see who's available otherwise in the head coaching department. NBA Finals looks like it's going to be the 76ers and the Warriors. I believe it was 76ers and Lakers last year, and the 76ers won this year. It is going to be the Golden State Warriors. Stephanie does win Finals MVP in 7 games. So, okay, off-season time. Let's head right up to staff signing. Okay, so McMillan's not even here. And, like, Rick Carlisle's here, and so is Nick Nurse. I just don't really want to bring back McMillan. I'm going to go with Rick Carlisle. I really like Rick Carlisle. I think he's a really good head coach. I mean, Nick Nurse is as well, but, I mean, I don't know. We'll go with Carlisle. Switch it up a little bit, I guess. So let's head up to the draft. We do have the 11th overall pick from the Thunder. Okay, that could be interesting. If I were to package, like, LaMelo, Miles Turner, and pick 11. No options? Seriously? Nobody wants any of them. All right, how about LaMelo, TJ Warren, and pick... Nobody wants to trade for anybody. How about Warren? How about this? Okay, there we go. We have 2 trade offers. Great. Just not what I was looking for. We have 16 trade offers now when you take away the pick, which just makes no sense whatsoever. All right, so like Jamal Murray... Like, this is a trade I definitely probably will do. Just because, I mean, Drummond is... I mean, what did he put up stats-wise? Let's just check that out. I mean, he's obviously the number 1 option on this team, or number 2. I think I'm going to probably do that. I just feel like we need something different in here. We could also go that. All right, yeah. Welcome to the team, Andre Drummond. We're also going to pick up Reggie Jackson. He will be moved potentially for a different backup small forward, something like that. Also could maybe look at options for Tobias Harris. Wouldn't be opposed to it. See, I don't really know if we're going to get that like next tier player, though, for Tobias Harris, which is kind of what I'd be looking for. DeRozan, he does regress, though, quite a bit, which is unfortunate. Donkey's here as well. All right, I think I'm going to keep Tobias Harris. If I do Reggie Jackson, LaMelo Ball, and pick 11, seriously, why does nobody want LaMelo Ball? It's nuts. Is there just no trade offers? Nobody wants him? All right, well, let's look at some point guards here that I could potentially trade for. Kemba Walker, probably not going to happen, but could be an interesting idea. And LaMelo Ball, $4 million more. I don't even think I have $4 million under contract. Yeah, no, I don't. All right, well, I mean, I do, but they're obviously all very good players. So Mike Conley could be another potential option for LaMelo Ball, and I'll also throw you Reggie Jackson. I think they're definitely going to take this. They don't want to take it, actually. How about if I throw in this pick right here, and they agree to that? All right, so Mike Conley, I definitely like the veteran presence on the team, getting a couple higher overalls. Really good defense here with Conley as well. So we're technically all set. We're just going to kind of have to build out a bench a little bit. I don't really need the 11th overall pick. Well, first, let me move this for a future second, because I definitely don't need that. What else would I want to do? What if I just trade the 11th overall pick? Do I get any offered any like cheap players? No, just kind of future picks. All right, we'll take a future first-round pick from the Kings. I don't need any rookies anyways. If I look to make a trade, maybe get a veteran on the bench, something like that. So these two are definitely going to come back, be good bench pieces for us. Sabonis is a free agent, so obviously that is important. He has another qualifying. I don't know why he has back-to-back qualifying. It doesn't really seem like that's a real thing. So now he wants a lot more money than he was asking for before. TJ Leaf definitely could be a sign-in trade guy. Welcome back to the team, Sabonis. I'm sorry, Pacers fans. I know you love Miles Turner. I also love Miles Turner. He's just not putting up good stats in the game. And I think Drummond's obviously a better center. I don't really think that's up for debate. So it's the way it is for now. TJ Leaf in 2 first-round picks. Could I potentially get a better bench piece for him? Like, I could bring Jeremy Lamb back, technically. Ooh, I really like this trade.